Hi Pisces, welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot Extended Monthly Tarot for July 2024. Apologies on the delay in this video. Mercury retrograde really wanted to make its delays known for me personally. So thank you all for tuning in. I want to do a quick recap of the astrology for January, but also with the astrology for January, I want to go over a little bit of December's here for a second, because remember, end of December, we had the full moon in Cancer on the 26th, and that was emotional closures to sensitive matters with optimism, but emotional closures. And we Pisces, we know a little bit something about emotions. Now, the Nine of Cups is ruled by Jupiter in Pisces, so we do have to remember the luck that is in our energy, right? The wonderful energy of being able to express your emotions, okay? Not everybody can do that, so you do have to remember that. And we did have a lovely benevolent energy of, especially, the optimism of Jupiter going direct and the excitement of that, especially that it's going, direct in Taurus, and the loving energy that Taurus gives. But there was definitely probably a situation where it's like it's dead, done, over with, but we learned to walk away. Okay, and so here's where I think it's so amazing that the astrology for 2024 actually signals a new year. Because sometimes a new year starts and it's like, yeah, whatever, it just feels like last year. But we end 2023 with Jupiter direct expansion. And then we begin January 1st with Mercury direct. And what is so amazing about this is the message of the message of Mercury direct is leave the past behind. All right? Leave the past behind. Now, that's where it's like 2023, boom, that book is done and it's getting tossed, all right? And so if there was anything at the end of the month that kind of threw you off, because let me tell you, your tarot has been off the charts amazing. I am going to link December's extended and last week's if you did not get a chance to watch those, because a lot of energy about prioritizing yourself and amazing financial opportunities coming your way. All right, now Jupiter's going to be slow building, okay? So if you're not like, hey, I haven't seen that opportunity yet. Power of patience, my dear Pisces, power of patience, yes. Keep working at it, okay? Because there's a lot of luck with this Capricorn energy. So I'm going to get into astrology, but I just want to finish this part before I begin. But it does take determination, okay? It takes a new way of thinking. You have to be determined on this new path of thinking. And so whatever it is that happened with the end of the month, it could have had a theme with prioritizing yourself. Like perhaps there was something that kind of rocked your Pisces boat, if you will, when it comes to taking that me time, because, we're a selfless sign. I'm a Pisces. I get it, all right? So there could be something that kind of tripped you up when it comes to that. But we know that there is a turning point, and that turning point is unlocking so much amazing abundance. And like I said, I do believe that Jupiter direct, we're going to, it's a buildup, okay? So we're getting glimmers. And so even if something rocked the boat, the boat, this is so funny. So if something rocked the boat, slow and steady, girl, you got this, okay? Boy, girl, just that there's a female entity in this card, but financial opportunities are coming your way, all right? So please, please, please get excited. So let's continue with the astrology, and then we'll get into your tarot. So January 1st, Mercury direct, leave the past behind. January 4th, Mars in Capricorn. This is signaling ambition and determination, all right? So if the boat was rocked a little bit, you're going to get that drive back, okay? January 11th, new moon in Capricorn. This is indicating personal power and progression and long-term goals. So here's where we might get that kind of feeling, all right, is around the 11th, okay? And the days leading to and the days after, especially too, because when it comes to that full moon in Cancer, it might not have happened right on the 26th. It might have just been this the water's a little rocky, and then all of a sudden, the boat tries to tip you over. But Power of patience, all right, Pisces, power of patience. Utilize that opposite energy of Virgo, okay? There is so much wonderful benevolent energy in incorporating the opposite of your sign. And Virgo is all about patience and routine and all the things that we as Pisces are like, ugh, right? But there are benefits to it. Every time I've incorporated Virgo energy into my life, I'm telling you, my life has been off the charts fantastic, okay? But it's hard when we as Pisces, we like to just go with the flow. All right, now, next we have January 13th. Mercury goes back in Capricorn. So Mercury will be in Sagittarius at the beginning of the month, and then it's going to come back into Capricorn. And with this comes a focus and consistency, okay? And so here's where we really need to channel that opposite energy. There is so much earth-heavy energy this month. So please, if go and look up, Virgo traits and look at the positive ones and try and incorporate those in your daily life. This January 2024, if ever there was a time to actually have a resolution, if ever there was a time, that's so funny. I kid you not, the tower has shown up, I'm pretty sure, in all 12 readings. Okay, so we're going to get to what that energy is, I believe. But going back to, shake things up. I think that's why it was here, but we're going to talk about the specific tower moment. If you fell off your routine, now it's time to get onto it. If you fell off, eating a certain healthy way that makes you feel full of energy, now's the time to get back on it. If you put off things, now's the time to get back on it, because there is a buildup to a tower energy, all right? But part of this too, the most important thing for you Pisces is making sure you take time to rest, and not just what we Pisces love to do and binge watch TV and indulge, but actually unplug, okay? It's so easy right now with this instant gratification society and our phones and our tablets and our computers to not actually unplug. We think, oh, I'm resting. It's no, you're actually not, because your brain is still going, okay? This is unplug. And remember, it's this determination. So if you have really been feeling too Saturn direct since November 4th, hard work and compassion, right? You got to stay focused on that and really stay determined, all right? And not be scared of new ideas, because this is where you're getting led, okay? That recognition, whatever it is you've been working for, this could be honestly fame and glory that you've been working towards, and you're starting to see the results, but you have to surrender, okay? You have to surrender. And honestly, that surrender, I think, is a way of thinking. It could be a pattern that we get stuck in when it comes to thinking, okay? It's easy to go into negative thoughts, right? That's part of our shadow energy. Now, January 20th. Aquarius new moon and Pluto in Aquarius. And this is what I love, but could probably honestly be a little scary for a lot of Pisces. Express your uniqueness with optimism and determination. So this is that where, that line, what is it? Oh Lord, do the thing that scares you the most, because that's what you're supposed to do. I'm not saying that saying, right? I can tell you that, but whatever. You're supposed to do the thing that you're scared of the most, because that's the thing that's buried deep down inside you, okay? Your shadow has roots somewhere, and the thing that terrifies you, the thing that makes you scared to do in public or express it to people, right? But there is an emotional evolution that comes with that. And when you finally do that, when you finally take that leap, if you will, all of a sudden all these cups show up. So January 20th. Express your uniqueness with optimism and determination. And so here's where I'd love for my dear Pisces, for you to ponder, okay? So from now until then, what is something that you've always wanted to do, but you've always been scared to do? Because again, part of this liberation with the Aquarian age is liberating ourselves from the power the shadow has. And the shadow controls us with shame, guilt, and fear, all right? Fear of embarrassment. Fear of rejection, all of that stems from the same place. And so here's where we need to start thinking about the lessons from Saturn, building our resilience, and how we can incorporate all of that, all right? And also pay attention to your Jupiter. Jupiter's your natural talents, your luck in life. So you can really utilize that energy too. All right, January 23rd, Venus in Capricorn, focusing on long-term relationships. Now, this is something I think we Pisces can get behind. we love to love, right? So if you are scared, if you have gotten hurt in the past, it definitely is time to harness this King of Cups, right? And like that emotional fulfillment can be yours. And it's probably going to come with some really brand new opportunity as well. This opportunity could be relationship, but it's also to be like a career opportunity that brings in an emotionally satisfying relationship. Now, do pay attention, because when I say focusing on long-term relationships and Venus is, love, it's not just in a sexual manner, right? Like loving relationships. I mean, we Pisces, like we confuse people all the time because we just love. Like we're, what is that? In Encanto, the guy at the end where he's like, I just have so much love to give. Like that dude's definitely a Pisces, because like that's how we are. We just love so much. It hurts. So loving relationships don't have to be a sexual partner, right? It can just be people who you vibe with, right? And that's where that emotional fulfillment comes. But first you fill up your own cup, right? You got to have that cup full. But I do think that this can be a long-lasting, long-term relationship when it comes to something career, when it comes to something you've been working on, building up, okay? And that is coming with that expansion with Jupiter and Taurus. Now, here's where that Tower shakeup, I think, is going to be happening here, is January 25th, the full moon in Leo. Lordy. Leos like to be dramatic, okay? I have a little Leo. I can say that. My 5-year-old's a Leo. And this energy is clearing the way. And so, like I said, this is Tower energy clearing the way, right? You want to be attached to the lightning bolt of change, Pisces, but I know you are. Generally, we Pisces, we ride with that change. We're like, heck yeah, let's float on somewhere else, right? So clearing the way, but the most important part of this is choosing your influence wisely. So if you've been burned, thank you, Tarot. You do not want your shadow to take the lead during this time, all right? And it's going to be very easy, because it's going to be very dramatic energy, okay? Like you could picture a toddler throwing a temper tantrum, okay? But when we learn this lesson, okay, and we choose our influence wisely, when we choose love, when we also not just choose love in a manner of like loving other people, when we choose love for ourselves, right? When we, again, your lesson from December, prioritize ourselves, and do not take somebody's BS. And not taking somebody's BS is not responding with the same energy. It's just walking away, right? It's just blowing that energy off of you. That's where this shift comes in, okay? And this is something I think that's going to circle back to Jupiter direct in Taurus and that expansion and the shifts of this scale. This is financial karma, all right? So I really do believe like financial karma is what's coming in for you. And you deserve it, Pisces, right? So remember not to fear your shadow. He's so afraid to look and see, but that shadow is him. And that shadow is blocking all this abundance by keeping him scared with fear and guilt and shame and regret, blocking him from that, okay? All right, so then 2 days later, January 27th, Uranus direct in Taurus. Now, this is what's so amazing about the end of the month. And not only especially because we're in Aquarius season, all right? This signals unexpected events that take you forward if you embrace the change that's coming with that full moon in Leo and work towards the future. So circling all the way back to the beginning of the month, leave the past behind. And by the end of the month, it's like the sea is parted and you're just walking into your future and you don't look back. You don't need to look back because everybody you're meant to be aligned with is walking right next to you, right? Seriously, I'm so excited for January. And so please just, stay focused on you. I do believe that you, yes, fill your own cup. Please prioritize yourself. Please prioritize. And I'm talking to myself too, okay? I'm a single mother. Like, trust me, I understand how difficult this is. Please make sure to take time to prioritize yourself. It's all about balance. Delphic oracles say, know thyself, nothing in excess. Sounds easy, it's not. Okay, so you balance, you know, prioritizing yourself with being your empathetic little Pisces self, okay? All right, well, that is the astrology for January. Also, just another reminder, if you do like this reading so far, please do hit the like button, subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot, send a comment if it resonates in a certain way, and share with other Pisces that you think this might resonate with. Also, too, not just like Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon Rising. You know, if you have looking here for love, if you have Venus in Pisces, if you're trying to expand something, Jupiter in Pisces. If you're struggling with a lesson, you know, you look at your Saturn. If your Saturn's in Pisces, like this reading's for you too. So, oh, also another wonderful one, North Node. If your North Node is in Pisces, this is definitely for you. But whatever this is like childlike dreams that are coming true this month, okay? And power, this is Pluto. And I always, what I love about seeing this card right now is I always, even though this is ruled by Pluto, this is my card for the Aquarian age, because the Aquarian age is this, you know, rising up, answering the wake-up call, liberating ourselves, right? And so I do think that this, whatever this is for a childhood dream you've had. Oh, I don't know if anybody remembers Nelly Furtado, but she had this wonderful song. It was something like Childlike Dreams. It was on her, I think it was Whoa Nelly. Like, I am really dating myself right here, but I think it was her first album, and I think it was like one of the last songs, but like Childlike Dreams, I think it was. Listen to that song if you can, okay? And get yourself back to that wonderful childlike innocence of what you dreamed of and what you wanted, because your shadow might have been, have grown a lot, because like Aquarius, Pisces, not necessarily understood in this Capricorn 3D paradigm, but in the Aquarian age, my goodness, are you going to shine, all right? Okay, so yes, are you going to shine? You shine that inner light, Pisces, and you manifest this. So let's get into the tarot for Pisces for January 2024. All right. Yes. So much liberation. Queen of Coins, King of Cups, Judgment. This is that fulfillment, Pisces. This is that fulfillment. And this is the only thing that we have to worry about, okay? However, too, this isn't necessarily negative, okay? Understanding the nature of appearances is not always a negative thing. Heck yeah, you need that confidence. Heck yeah, you have the right amount of that. Oh my, oh. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. I hope you're excited. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for myself. I take myself out of these readings though. But I watch other tarot readers, so I should give a shout out. So I always take myself out of readings because I don't want to put my energy into it and like get into my personal stuff. But I love the Tarot Ship with Jimmy. I love the High Priestess Tarot, actually. Shout out to High Priestess Tarot, because to the best of my knowledge, they only do Pisces. So if you're a Pisces, please, please, please watch their channel too, because they have amazing readings and they have been so encouraging. But it's been like this, of this like, heck yeah, Pisces energy, okay? I also love Lily Light Tarot. That's a great one. And I'm blanking on other people. I have the worst memory ever. But, you know, those are amazing channels. Please check them out. I love amplifying other people because, you know what? There's like the sun. We can shine on everybody. There's enough light for everybody, right? All right, overall energy for the month of January is the Devil. The Devil is your shadow. The Devil is Capricorn. So this could even be like a Capricorn influence in your life. It's almost like they just can't shake off of you. However, it's Capricorn season. So we're going to dive into this a little more, because I do think this is more leaning towards understanding the nature of appearances, okay? And not necessarily your shadow having a hold on you, especially when we look at hello, all of this. I think this is more you getting like, yep, that person's projecting their shadow. I don't need to accept that energy. you know, it's something I like to say too, what, like, if there is something negative and it's trying to stick to me, like, well, that's their karma, not mine. So as Pisces, this is something actually I had to tell Scorpio this month too. We water signs. Water absorbs the energy it's around, okay? And we absorb energetically other people. So we're empathetic, correct? And we want to help people. But unfortunately, we can absorb other people's energy and not even realize that it's not even our energy that we've absorbed, all right? So like you could be feeling, you know, listless or like unmotivated, and it's like, you know, putting all yourself, and then you got to think like, what is the energy you're surrounding yourself with? Okay. And then when you clear that energy, do you all of a sudden feel better? So these are the kind of things that I think the devil is here for you, especially again too. I mean, how much Capricorn we got? Like Mars in Capricorn, new moon in Capricorn, Mercury in Capricorn, Venus in Capricorn. And then that's a lot of Capricorn to have in 1 month, right? So yeah, I think this is more of you just getting it. And I love this, Pisces, because of that card. Okay. What you need more of is the Emperor. This is Aries. So I would also see too, look at where, what sign rules Mars in your chart, because Mars is how you assert yourself. And Mars is ruled by Aries. The Emperor is all about confidence, assertiveness, authority. Okay, so sometimes we lack these things, don't we, Pisces? We need that fire. Okay, we need to lead with confidence. And so if you are feeling a little like sheepish almost when it comes to that leadership energy, or being bold and being assertive and not knowing how to be assertive because of your shadow, right? Like, you know, speaking to female energy right now, women sometimes, you know, like take each other down in work dynamics, you know, because subconsciously we know that there's only so many spaces for women, just the way that, you know, the Capricorn paradigm patriarchal structure is set up. And so subconsciously some women do think it's like a competition, like there's only one piece of the pie for all 5 of us or something, you know what I mean? And so that's that kind of energy that can like be ingrained in you as a child, you know, like to sit still, be quiet, and like women are supposed to be polite, you know, all these things. And so then your shadow builds up, like when you do want to assert yourself, you almost like do it aggressively because you feel like you have to, okay? And I'm speaking personally because I have my Mars is in Aries, and hello, like it's, when my Mars shows, does it show? Okay. And so that is something though, where it's like understanding when the shadow takes over Mars, my Mars is a different than the confident Mars energy. Okay. This Mars Aries energy. So I hope that makes sense too. But this confidence, right? Assertiveness, authority, there's a lot of doubts within Pisces, especially too, because like when you are attached to all 12 signs, we're the only sign that can understand and empathize and identify with all 12 signs. That can be a little difficult, right? But I think you've got this, especially because we see the 6 of Wands in the area of what you have the right amount of. Fame, glory, success, it all can be yours, right? This is getting the recognition you deserve. So I do think, you know, you've obviously been working hard personally and probably professionally, and people are finally starting to see, dang, look at Pisces. That's what this energy is. This is people finally turning their head. And you're like, yeah, I've been on this horse forever, you know? But finally, like, you made it to like the arena where people are like, oh, wow, look, this is interesting to see here. So strength, and it's ruled by Leo. Strength is self-discipline, courage, and gentle power. Okay, so this is where I'm thinking, because we have the Emperor here, we're almost being timid, too timid, okay? I do think, I mean, you need self-discipline, hello, but like sometimes like maybe your shadow has been like having you be a little too uptight almost. I mean, don't shoot the messenger on there, but this is what I find interesting, is this is like that bold masculine confidence, and this is that feminine gentle confidence and power. you need to assert yourself more, and honestly, like, harness more masculine energy, and not in a negative patriarchal manner, you know, more like a warrior, okay? But I'm getting that, and it could honestly, this could really be an indication of that full moon in Leo, all right? Clearing the way and choosing your influence wisely. If there's something where, you know, your shadow's like, oh, don't even deal with it, like, just like pretend it's not there, and you know what I mean, like that, I think there's something that you want to face, to overcome, to get to this amazing shift. Okay. Oh, what you can change, the moon. Pisces, this is you. There's also Cancer energy in here too, but obviously very water heavy. If you're feeling, this is what I'm getting, like right now physically, I'm getting like an out of body experience, in the sense of like all of our energies being put outward to other people, okay? And like we're not tuning enough inward into our intuition, into our subconscious, into our emotions. So it was what I was saying about how we absorb people's energy. We can lose our own energy because we're so focused on other people's energy and caring. And like, you know, if you are a parent, like I'm speaking to you too, like you get lost in your children's energy because you just want to nurture, you know, it's just a part of who you are. But there's something here to taking time to get back to who you are, okay? And I think actually Cancer got this, get back to where you once belonged. But this is where you fill that cup, all right, Pisces? Really work with the moon energy. Really work with that new moon on the 20th and that full moon on the... Wait, there's no way that's... Not new moon, I'm sorry. Not Aquarius new moon. It's the Aquarian season starts on the 20th. Flip that and reverse it. Okay. The new moon on the 11th and the full moon on the 25th. My Gemini brain, I think, has been saying Aquarius new moon this whole time, and I did not mean to say that. Anyways, Aquarius rising. But those moons that you can really focus on your personal power with the new moon in Capricorn, personal power coming from within. So if you really could set some intentions around that new moon of like, getting in tune with your subconscious, getting in tune with your personal power, getting in tune with your intuition, and asking the divine guidance to allow you to have the confidence to trust your intuition, to trust yourself. Yes, like when you absorb others people's energy, you don't necessarily trust your own intuition. And this could be part of that shadow energy that's playing a trick on you. Like, oh, like... my instinct's saying this, but you know what? Everybody thinks I'm being irrational, or everybody thinks I'm crazy for thinking this. Like, you have to get back in touch with you, Pisces, okay? And this is amazing to see too, because what was I talking about with needing Virgo energy this month? This is ruled by Virgo, and this is in the area of what you need to accept, all right? So you need to accept Virgo energy into your life. You need to accept that the journey is the destination. If you've never read Joseph Campbell, please read Joseph Campbell, The Hero's Journey, The Power of Myth. The Power of Myth, I'm sure you can find on YouTube, because it was actually an interview with Bill Moyers. But when you become the hero of your own journey, boy, do things take off, Pisces. And I really encourage you to utilize Virgo energy when it comes to introspection and contemplation and solitude. Those are things you already know, but it's the discipline that comes with it. Like I said, it was what I saw with that Four of Swords. Getting on YouTube or getting on TikTok and like scrolling when that's not unplugging. That's not necessarily solitude, okay? Because you're still connected to everybody. When you're online, you're more connected to people than you ever are, like in your day-to-day life. So think about it like that. So when are you actually tuning out and tuning into you? So please also utilize the wonderful energy of like routine and structure, and balance it with you. I mean, come on. To have these in the area of what you can change and what you need to accept. And look at how beautiful, this is the same light, you know, like it's like she took the light and absorbed it into his little staff, crystal staff, if you will, right? The balance of these two things, Pisces, is going to take you a long, long, long way, and it's going to take you to the wheel. Hello, all right? Destiny, good luck. That, like I said, being aware of the cycles. And so this is where I think that full moon at the end of the month, when you know the energy that's coming, you're prepared to navigate it already, aren't you? Okay, so this is also Jupiter, ruled by Jupiter. Definitely take a look at your Jupiter. But I do think, like I said, that expansion with Jupiter in Taurus, it's slow building, but it's building, okay? So utilize the awareness of these cycles and seasons and moon phases to your advantage with your intuition and the discipline of Virgo. Hello. All right, so let's get a past life card. I am so excited so we can see what past life energy is going to help you this month. Also, again, just a reminder, like the video and subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot, and comment if it resonates in a certain way. This is interesting too because knighthood, I don't remember when you got it. It actually might have been last month. I don't remember. But the loyalty aspect, right? Like Pisces, we're so loyal to everybody. Like loyalty is one of our amazing traits, but it's also a deficit too because we are so loyal to other people. Like, are we loyal to ourselves when we overextend that? Do you know what I mean? So definitely contemplate that. Now with these past life cards, this, if you're a parent, it can be your past life before kids, long-term relationship, your life before that relationship, your childhood, or a past life in general. So take it how it resonates. And let's see what past life energy will help Pisces in January 2024. Okay. Oh, I have a song in my head and I cannot, it's not fully coming into me, but if it does, I will say it because it's obviously pertinent to what we're talking about. It's just, hello. Well, that decided to pop up. Okay, you got Egypt. I love too the visual here. It's almost kind of eerie. Let's see what this energy has to say for us. This card signals a significant past life in Egypt, which relates to your present situation in question. When a negative pattern stubbornly refuses to heal, its roots are often buried in a lifetime beyond conscious memory. Fortunately, you can access and heal the issue. Like gardening, you can eliminate vestiges of the past by pulling them out by the roots. If you're drawn to Egyptian culture or travel, you most likely had a positive experience in the lifetime there. You may wish to explore the belief systems of Egypt and tap into the ancient memories. Much of Egyptian spirituality involved astronomy and astrology. So stargazing can also help you trigger insight. See, that's what I mean about this moon. Like really vibe, like sit with the moon this month, okay? It can also help trigger insights and recollections. On the other hand, if the thought of traveling to Egypt is frightening to you or you have a negative feeling about its culture or spirituality, you may have deep-seated fears associated with your lifetime there. This is fairly common as many traumas occurred in this land in ancient times. Working with a qualified past life therapist or regression audio can help release the old toxic energies. So I would definitely go on YouTube, look for, some guided meditations for that. I guarantee you they're there. But I do think there's actually power in here. Your subconscious, your intuition. Where is your shadow? How can you empower yourself? So if you can, find some cool documentaries on Egypt, some cool, mythological, if you have kids too, finding some, neat mythological stories about Egypt and, really diving into it. I know I told you not to... I know I told you to unplug, but balance that, okay, with really exploring Egyptian culture, ancient Egyptian culture, okay? Also, too, I'm going to go back to what I said about Joseph Campbell, because I know Joseph Campbell talks about Egyptian mythology in his books. So there might even be something linked to Joseph Campbell in Egyptian mythology that you should dive into. All right, let's get an empowering question here for Pisces. for January 2024. Let's get an empowering question for Pisces for January 2024. All right. And I actually, speaking of shadow, since your shadow energy is so strong, those shadow videos will be up soon. I'm actually going to just be doing a monthly extended for January because I am launching another channel that I'm very excited about. And I want to get those shadow... Oh, this is... Oh, wait, no, never mind. It's not the same. I want to get those shadow videos up along with some other cool, fun stuff that I'm working on. Okay, so what have been the most defining moments that have helped shape my life? All right. I think that might be where some of this confidence you might be able to lean into there, dear Pisces. So let's get some crystal energy that can help Pisces for January 2024. But yeah, I will be announcing the new channel on Modern Maven Tarot when it's ready to launch. I got it set up and I just have to. Okay, that's very cool. I already forgot who got this. My memory is so bad, but somebody got this month, and it's Black Coral, Light in the Darkness, okay? Light in the Darkness. All right, so if you can have some black coral with you in the month of January, even, you know, take a screenshot of this card. Embrace these colors this month. You know, wear some black and red, like dye your hair black and red. Oh my gosh, when I was in my early 20s, that was like my favorite. I had jet black hair with like bright red streaks like this. So maybe I need to dye my hair again. Okay. All right. So we're going to do one clarifier and then we are going to be closed out. So again, thank you, Pisces, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, if you did, please do like it. Comment if it resonates. Share with somebody you think it might resonate with. And please, please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot. All of those things really help the algorithm. So my channel and videos show up more with the algorithm. All right. And thank you, too, to all my new subscribers. Like, I've definitely had a big uptick in subscribers. And I see all of you, and I appreciate all of you. Let's get a clarifier for dear Pisces for... Oh, my. Pisces, hello. Answer the wake-up call, all right? Liberate yourself. Step into your light. Be confident. Be bold this month, okay? And if it's scary, still do it. Oh, Pisces, I'm seriously over the moon excited for you. And remember, Aquarius season, starting with that Pluto and Aquarius, huge. Express that uniqueness, Pisces, and always shine your inner light. You've got this.